The following program makes use of copywritten material as part of a psychological examination of music. All music copyrights remain property of their respected creators.
Alright, kids. Today's show is brought to you by the only place to go to for a good drink, 12th Street Bar. I love 12th Street Bar. I love it more than any other bar in the world. Okay, you know why I like it? Because they take care of you, okay? The other day I went there, they had whiskey for $3. Any whiskey you wanted. They got the Jameson, $3. They got 3 different kinds of Jameson now. I didn't even know this. They told me this. They got a sweet kind of Jameson, they got a regular kind of Jameson, and they got the super duper strong Jameson. They said you could have any one you want for $3. I said, yes, please, and I had a great time. Have yourself a great time. Get yourself fucking Long Island. Get yourself any fancy drink you want. They got it all. Also what they got is they got a wonderful stage, a wonderful place for bands to play. This coming weekend, on the 11th, we have 2 bands coming that I am super excited about. You got the Pickets, okay? You got Greg Pickett and you got Papa Paul Pickett. But let us not forget the underdog, the little, the less forgotten of the Pickets, soon to be a Pickett. Ashley Volkmer is going to be there as well. She's going to be a soon to be Pickett. She is Greg Pickett's bae, so she's going to be on the stage as well. It's going to be super fun. She's a fantastic singer, okay? Pickets are a fantastic band, okay? They got a song called Shake Your Ass, okay? I light up every time I hear this song, okay? It reminds me of my glory days of shaking my ass. Now, granted, okay, I'm an old man now. I can't shake my ass like I used to. Okay, but whenever I listen to this song, it makes me think of when I was 17, I was young, and I loved to shake my ass. Okay, so definitely check out them Pickets. Okay, after them, we got the sweetheart of all sweethearts going on stage, Logan McCoon. Okay, Logan is a sweetie, very gentle, soft-spoken dude, plays some beautiful music. Okay, he's got one song that makes us cry every single time we listen to it. I'm gonna attempt to sing it right now. Johnny, turn the music down. Turn the music down. Turn the music down. Here we go. I don't think I love you, I just think I miss you way too much. That was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. Logan McCoon, call me up. We'll become the Logan McCoon 2. Anyways, no, they're going to be going, and going to be some good songs, good music, good folksy, good guitar playing songs. Definitely, and if this is gonna be your chance to take your boo and your bae and your shawty out for Valentine's Day weekend, Valentine's Day is gonna be on a Tuesday. Who wants to celebrate Valentine's on a Tuesday? Go to 12th Street Bar this Saturday and get your Valentine's Day weekend out and listen to some great music, get some good drinks in you, and have a good time. Get yourself over to 12th Street Bar now. Hey kids, welcome to today's show. We made it a 50 episode. Come on, John. Yay! Yeah! Nah, man, it's 50th episode, and we decided to do something special, and, well, 2 special things, really. We did our first ever live episode on Facebook, so shout out to all you Facebook cats that joined us for that. That was really fun.
Definitely appreciate it.
But we decided that we wanted to interview each other. If you listen to some of our shows, you notice that sometimes I like to ask bands really, really weird questions. And for this episode, we did that, and it was super fun. It was super fun putting in the time. Well, by time, I mean like the day that I put into writing questions for me and you. I don't know how long it took you to write some of those questions.
It didn't take very long, but it took a lot of focus.
Yeah, a lot of focus and a lot of detail, trying to create the imagery and create the scene for these questions, because these weren't just some basic. What's your favorite color? And where were you born? Like stupid, like, we don't want to give you no basic ass questions. We ain't no basic bitches.
It was very, it was difficult. Those simple questions would just be too easy because we know each other so well.
Right.
We know each other's favorite color.
Yeah.
We know each other's favorite condom brand.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, he doesn't know mine. I don't know his. I don't give a shit.
He's a Magnum.
Yeah. I like to carry a Magnum condom in my wallet, and then I accidentally drop it on the floor, and then be like, "Oh shit! I dropped my Magnum condom for my Magnum dong.
It really couldn't fit in my wallet."
Yeah. We're getting way off topic with this shit, but anyways, no, we had a really fun episode today, and we were joined by Miranda, and she didn't talk as much, thank God. But no, she was our moderator. She took your questions. This is really fun stuff that we're starting to do, and I hope that eventually we can just do this for some of our other regular shows, not just the special 50th episode.
Right.
Hopefully, when we do it, we'll put a little bit more we'll give you more time in advance to get ready to join us, because I know it was like Saturday morning or something that we did it. So if we did it on maybe a better time, better date, maybe you can get more people. Anyways, we'll plan this out more. Very exciting stuff to come. But until then, 50th episode. It's been fun. It's been good. Let's keep this bad boy going. Johnny, take us there.
All right. Welcome to The Conversationalist.
Let's talk music.
Alrighty, let's go. Man, it seems just like yesterday that we started this whole damn thing.
Yeah.
We are on to episode number 50. We've been doing this for a year now. A little over a year.
Well, we started the actual questions in November. Mm-hmm. We started doing the recordings, and then we came out in the end of January or the early February.
Something like that, yeah. It's funny because I was checking my Facebook memories today, and the very top thing that I saw, which I thought was funny, was the picture that me and you took together that Alex took of us when he took those pictures.
Yeah.
Of us sitting here, me smiling into your eyes, and it was a very beautiful picture.
Very beautiful moment.
So I thought it was kind of cool. We're doing 50th episode, and that's the first memory that pops up. I thought it was super sweet.
Yeah.
But I guess since this is our 50th episode, we want to do something special. We're gonna interview each other.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be really fun. I've been excited about this for a while now, and so I thought since I have questions and you have questions, I figured we flip this coin.
See who goes first.
See who goes first.
Okay, well it's not a heads or tails
No,
situation.
it's
a token.
Okay, it's Texas will be our heads, and then Harris County Toll Road Authority will be tails.
Oh, I'm totally Harris County Toll Road Authority.
All right, you ready? All right, call it.
Harris County Toll Road Authority.
Texas. I go first.
Okay.
Awesome. Now, I really want you to give me full, honest answers.
Yeah.
Don't puss out on me and go, I don't know, or cop out and give some shitty joke answer.
Right.
100% honesty.
Right.
We're getting to know the real you.
You're gonna ask me questions like, would I put a dick in my mouth for like $100 billion? And I'm just and I'm supposed to answer yes, I would for $100 billion.
Exactly.
I get where we're going with this.
Exactly. Alrighty. Question number 1.
It's that question, isn't it?
No, it's not that question. All right, question number 1. You go back in time to the very first Woodstock. You find a bunch of hippies, and they've accepted you as one of their own. After days of expanding your mind and discovering many new things about yourself, you wander around the festival grounds until you come across a trailer. You now see that we are all brothers and sisters, and there is no reason for a door to separate us, so you welcome yourself in. Inside, you meet Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Joan Baez, Joe Cocker, and Carlos Santana. They all look onto you at once as you stand in the doorway. Marry one, kill one, fuck one, the rest get to watch.
All right, who else? You're going to have to say him again.
Okay. We got Jimi Hendrix,
All right.
Janis Joplin,
Okay.
Joan Baez, Joe Cocker, and Carlos Santana. Marry one, kill one, fuck one, the rest get to watch.
I kill Cocker.
That sounds fun to say. Was there something about him that you don't like? Because he did have that cover of With a Little Help From My Friends that went kind of like off the wall, but it was kind of off the wall in a cool way.
But you're putting me in the situation.
Okay, right.
And I got to kill one.
Okay.
Now, who do I want to watch? No. I'm going to have to say... Yeah. I'm going to have to say I fuck Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
And I marry the Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin. That's a good choice.
Yeah. Because, I mean, then I'll be, fucking her for the rest of, whenever. I'd rather it be a female.
Right.
In general. But I think that Jimi Hendrix would have great sex.
Probably. He came out with the sex video that got released like 30 years after he died. Apparently he's packing.
Oh, man. Was packing.
He's no longer packing. It's more flaccid than anything else right now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
If not eaten.
Probably.
By,
Question number 2.
That was easy.
Yeah. Okay. So you decide to go to your 20-year high school reunion. You take a look in the mirror at yourself. You take a look at yourself in the mirror, and immediately you think to yourself, Jesus, I can't let them see me like this. This is under the assumption that in 20 years you're going to be fat as hell. So you decide to get in shape. You then go into an 80s-like montage. You remember montages from like the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What song would you play in the montage to inspire you to keep going and to not give up? So what would be your 80s montage song while you're working out?
Instantly, my only thought is Eye of the Tiger.
Right.
But if I'm to think really hard on this one...
what was that? And I don't mean to answer this for you, but I'm just curious. What was that one song? I think it was Scissor Sisters, dancing. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's the.
You remember that song? You remember that?
Yeah. It's something about dancing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to dance or something like that.
I don't feel like dancing.
I
don't feel like dancing.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wouldn't be a good one
No?
for me. No, not for me.
Okay.
I like the song. Does it have to be an 80s song?
Well, it's like an 80s like montage, so maybe it could be a different era.
Okay.
But you know what I mean by 80s montage. Rocky,
Right.
all those other shitty 80s movies that had slow-mo and, keep going.
I'm going to have to go with Work from Ministry.
Ministry.
Yeah. Old School Ministry was 80s.
Okay.
It was like really, it was very, it was more goth than industrial like it is now. Like the early stuff, the first album was very, I want to say new wave.
Mm-hmm.
But the song has got a certain vibe to it. I think it would work well for like a montage.
Awesome. Does it like get you pumped up, or does like make you want to like go for a jog or something like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I feel most montage music has to be. Something that makes you just want to, go
like
run.
Lyrics is like work for love or
Nice.
something like that. So it's I don't know. It kind of gives that certain vibe.
Cool. Question number 3.
All right.
This will be the first multiple choice question that I have.
Nice.
You're training for a 4K marathon. Like I said, this is all hypothetical. Lord knows you'd never do this shit. You're training for a 4K marathon, and you're running on an empty highway. You're making good time, and you're feeling good. Suddenly, you see a falling object fall from the sky. That does make sense. You see an object fall from the sky.
Right.
You being white, you naturally go and investigate. You find a small crater with a metal object resembling a water heater, but you notice symbols on it that make it look unknown. You find a door and you open it. A non-harming beam shoots out and scans you, and then a huge light flashes to scan your brain. Then a small figure comes out, perfectly resembling Elmo. Do you? Ready? Do you A, kill him, B, ask him questions about life, the universe, and everything, which a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, or C, see how far you can make it work and begin a non-committed relationship where you and Emil see each other on weekends, the occasional movie dinner date, and give each other mutual handjobs while watching the Houston Astros game?
Just 3?
Kill him, ask him questions, go on dates, and give each other handjobs at the Houston Astros game.
Well, I enjoy hand jobs.
Right.
And I'm sure that he would be very soft. I'm going to have to go with B.
Ask him questions about...
Yeah, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see, an alien Elmo. And
now he's scanning your brain, and he's finding something inside of you to mimic himself based off of. And this is totally going off of your shitty ass Elmo voice. So he's like scanning your brain, Elmo. He sees Elmo. He's like, I'm gonna make him think I'm kind because I'm Elmo.
Right.
He doesn't know what I'm gonna do. So
yeah,
that wouldn't scare you in any way.
Probably, just so I know, just so he knows that I'm peaceful, I'd probably speak to him in his native tongue.
Right.
I'd probably have to go Elmo on that and just do that.
Right.
The laugh. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it would be. I would have to ask questions.
Okay. I feel like I would probably do the same thing, but I would be very cautious at the same time. Like I'd be like have like my guard up the whole time. Like I'm ready if you start some shit with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Question number 4. You're at work at the office, and you notice it's 12:30 and it's lunchtime. You think about what you want, but you can't make up your mind, so you decide to just go to your favorite coffee shop that's downtown, not far from work. You notice that the pretty girl who laughs at all your terrible jokes and is super sweet to you all the time is working at the register. She sees you, smiles, and says, hey. You order a turkey club and a cup of Earl tea. You finish your lunch early and decide to finally ask this girl out on a date.
This is hypothetical. Just to clarify.
Hypothetical.
Okay.
She immediately accepts and says that she knows just the place. She then gives you the address to a local venue where local artists perform. You meet up with her, and she looks lovely. You find a spot to sit, and all the butterflies are hitting you hard, and as you look at her, she's this beautiful goddess of a woman. The lights then go down, and then 3 young people walk out on stage, all dressed in all white. White t-shirts and white pants. They turn around with their backs facing you and proceed to shit their pants on stage. The dark spots on their pants grow larger and larger. The show lasts for 45 minutes, ending with an eruption of applause and cheers. You go outside the venue, and she says to you happily, so, what did you think? How do you respond?
That was the shittiest performance I've ever seen.
Is that really what you would say?
That's what I would say. She's going to laugh at my shitty jokes.
So none of this would throw you off. Be like, you took me to our first date is us watching people shit their pants on stage. You wouldn't be like, I'm out of here. Bye.
I'm not a man to judge somebody's taste in art.
Uh-huh.
So
even if it includes fecal matter?
Especially if it includes fecal matter.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, you're a more decent person than I thought.
Is that decent?
Yeah.
Guys, these comments, though.
Okay. Question number 5. You're walking down the street talking to Christy, the unpaid intern, on the phone.
Right.
She's out visiting her kids and has the one car that you guys are sharing.
In this hypothetical, are we together?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this hypothetical, you guys are sharing a car like you did like a year ago or so.
Yeah.
Okay. She's out visiting kids and she has the car. You're going for a walk.
Right.
And you're getting tired from walking, so you decide that you're going to call a cab.
Okay.
You say bye and you make the call. A yellow cab comes and picks you up. You are greeted by an older, heavy-set Hungarian man named Joseph. You give him the address and you're on your way. Where am I at? I lost my spot. Okay, yeah. You see your turn come up and Joseph drives past it. You knock on the glass of the door. You knock on the glass to inform him that he's missed his turn. He does not respond. You continue to try to get his attention, still no response. He turns the meter off and pushes a button where the car radio should be, and a gas is released in the back of the car, knocking you out immediately. You then wake up, tied up to a chair, to find Joseph is actually a very slim male with a raspy voice. Holding your phone, he says how much he finds Christy, the unpaid intern, attractive.
Oh God!
You become terrified and begin to try and reason with him, asking to let you go, and you won't tell anyone. He says no, and that he has to take a piece of you to add to his collection. Suddenly, he says he's willing to make a deal, and says he'll spare your life if you let him cut off a body part of Christy, the unpaid intern. What body part would you let him take?
The pinky.
What, like the very, very tip of the pinky, the least, least harmful spot?
Well, now that I know that I can go less than the whole pinky, yeah.
What would you do though if you were caught in that scenario where you were trying to go for a cab, trying to go get home,
Right,
and then the cab turned into a serial killer collector who collects body parts, and he's saying, "I'm about to cut off a body part of yours, but I won't if you let me get this fine lady's leg. Let me have her leg, man."
A body part of mine or my life?
A body part of hers or your life.
Or my life. Her whole leg?
Yeah. Say he really wants that leg. She's got a nice leg.
She got a nice leg.
Yeah.
Take the leg.
She's going to be happy to hear that one. Okay. I think this is question number 6.
All right.
You're an old man, and your children and grandkids are spending time with you at your house. One of the little grandkids discovers your private room that no kids are allowed in. He finds a wall of enlarged pictures of you on stage singing with your band. They find guitar cases with vintage well-kept guitars, and a recording studio set up with a computer, speakers, etc. They are amazed by the sight of you once being a rock god. They turn around to leave and see you standing in the doorway. They become terrified beyond belief. You, however, are calm. You sit down and put the child on your lap and begin to tell stories of who you used to be. They then ask if they could hear something that you once were a part of. What song do you play?
So this is the music I've already...
Yeah. If one day Elias Jr. comes up to your lap and he's like, "Grandpappy, you used to be a rock star?" And you say, "Yeah, I used to be a rock star." And then, "Can I hear one of your old tracks?" "Yeah."
Between A Safe Place and Home.
I figured you would do some solo shit and not include your fucking band of brothers that held you up for fucking how many years? Okay. All right. Question number... What are we at? 7? We are going through these way too damn fast.
I knew we would.
Yeah. Okay. Your son comes home from school, and he takes out a picture that he drew during art class. It's of a monster. He tells you his name is Amoros, which is demonic for cursed one. You say, "Very cool, son." The next day,
That is what I'd say.
The next day, he comes home and shows you a new picture, and there is a second monster named Shadim. He then looks at you and says, "They're coming, Dad." Do you A, rip up the picture and ignore your son's premonition of end times and live the rest of your days until you get ripped apart by demons? B, run to the nearest church and demand for immediate baptism, ensuring the safety of you and your son? Or C, put the picture on the fridge and tell your son how much of a talented artist he is?
It's so fucking obvious. The first two, I would not do anything close to doing. The last one, I would certainly... Good job. Let's draw together.
I'm talking like your son is possessed, okay? His eyes are about to go black. All these pictures of demons are showing up, and he turns into the scary white kid that you see in all the shitty, scary movies. "They're coming," like shit like that. You wouldn't freak out just a little bit?
I would think at that point, he's got things to teach me.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if, Christy's daughter, Rosie, sometimes she'll say some, very freaky stuff. Yeah. And her being a little white girl with blonde hair, immediately I'm thinking, there's a devil somewhere, like a demon somewhere inside this child, and I just want to, put the cross up.
Yeah.
Get away, demon child. But she's so sweet. So if she indeed was a demon, we'd probably be dead. We'll be dead soon.
All right.
It's great knowing you, John. Okay.
It's a hell of a life.
All right, next one. I think this is question 8. Yeah. Okay. Question number 8. You go to your very first comedy show at the local Laugh Factory, and you see Louis C.K.
Oh, nice.
The show is nonstop with laughter and applause. Afterwards, you see him outside smoking a cigarette and looking down at his cell phone. You think this could probably be your only chance to meet him. You say hello, and he says hello back. You tell him you're a fan, and he's your favorite comedian. He's flattered and says thank you. You then go on to tell him you're an aspiring comic and tell him a joke. He laughs and says it's good. It says it's a good joke. You guys shake hands, and he takes off. 1 year later, you see he has a new Netflix special, and you watch it only to find out he tells the exact same joke you told him. How do you respond?
Man, I enjoy it. I'd take it, I run with it, and I just...
You wouldn't be at all, like, butthurt, like...
No. I mean, the greatest thing should be free.
Mm-hmm.
He's already got the career. I would love that. Really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that happened. I'd be like, look at that motherfucker.
That's a bit... I mean, I didn't think that at any point you'd be like, oh, this motherfucker here, like, stole my joke. I didn't think that, but I think there'd be, like... write an angry letter or like...
I would have something to boast about that nobody believes me on.
I suppose. If someone stole my shit, I'd be like, write an angry letter, write, you know...
I might message him, but it wouldn't be angry. It'd be like, hey, you motherfucker. Just kidding.
Right.
You know, I'd be cool about it.
I don't think I would be cool about it. Okay.
These questions just prove how different you and I really are.
Right, and you thought you knew everything about me. Shit. Okay. Question number 9.
All right.
You've lost the ability to make music. You've developed arthritis in your fingers, and your voice has completely disappeared. You try to maintain a normal life and do the things you have to do. Be a good father, husband, friend, etc.
Right.
But there's still a part of you that feels like something is missing in your life. Excuse me. You decide you want to do something to keep your mind occupied as well as allows you to be creative. What new hobby would you want to learn to fill that void?
Well, I think it really depends on what is wrong with my music ability.
I mean, it could be one of those things where, you know, you've gone old, you have terrible memory, your voice is like you've been smoking so much damn cigarettes, your fingers are all like this, you know what I mean? Like you've absolutely lost the ability to be musical in any way. But you still want to like do something to like...
I would probably paint.
Paint?
If I could still paint, even if it's shitty, you know? Like, I could still, like, you know, just...
Well, the question is what new hobby? I know art has always been a part of your life.
Yeah, but I kind of threw it away for a little bit. You know?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, what's one thing
what I pick up out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Crochet.
Seriously?
No. No.
What?
I'd probably just get more into video games, if possible. By the time we're old,
it'll be virtual reality.
Old people will be doing video games too. You know what I mean? Because
right.
They were brought up on it. You know, so
right.
I mean, just whatever I could do. You know.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that too. Like, if for some reason, like, I wasn't able to do anything anymore, like music related. What do I want to do? And I've been getting big into cameras and photography and stuff like that. So I feel like that would be like a good like, you know, next step. Like for any reason I decided to cut back from it, I would want to like focus on being creative through like imagery. And,
yeah, you want to get into porn. I get it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Amanda Valentine says bird watching, and Amanda May Parker says motocross.
Well, good for you guys. Anyways, okay. Question number 10, very last question for me. Very surprised how fast this is going, but that's totally okay.
Oh yeah. It's not like we don't know how to have a conversation.
Right. Last question. Are you familiar with the TV show Inside the Actors Studio by any chance? Have you ever heard of it, seen it? Okay. It's this TV show that, you know, this guy brings actors on and they ask questions about their life and blah, 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 blah. And at the very end, he asks them a questionnaire that was made famous by a French TV host named Bernard Pivot.
Okay.
This is the questionnaire that he asks. What is your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Word.
What is my favorite word?
What's your favorite word?
Fuck.
All right. Least favorite word.
Ooh. Cisgender.
Okay. What is your favorite sound or noise in the whole world?
808. 808 drum. The bass drum.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kick of an 808. Wow.
That's not an 808. 808 is more like a poof.
Well, it's like a boop, but it also does the wow while it does it. So it's like a wow.
That's a very unfamiliar. Are you sure that's not a 909? That sounds more like a 909.
No, it's not a 909. 909 is a little shorter.
Little.
Yeah. Okay. It's not a. It's a wow.
Okay. What is your least favorite sound or noise? Which, by the way, for your favorite noise, you're not mentioning like your son's laugh or something special like that. Just proves how much of a shitty person you are. Anyways, your least favorite sound or noise?
My son's cry.
There you go. Okay, no, seriously. What you would consider your least favorite sound or noise?
Well, honestly, children crying in general.
Okay. If you could pick one profession other than your own, what would you choose?
Other than picking up biohazard waste?
Yeah.
Gee golly, I can't think of anything better than picking up biohazard waste. Maybe rock star.
It seems like a safe bet.
Yeah.
What's one profession that you absolutely would never attempt?
Never attempt. A fluffer.
It's a good one.
I just don't think I'd be good at it.
Right.
So.
Right. I mean, to walk into the game this late.
Yeah.
I mean, these girls have been practicing for.
Right. Well, I was talking about the dudes, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of already answered this question before, but I'll ask it because it's part of the questionnaire. Favorite curse word?
Yeah, fuck.
I figured. Okay, last one. If God exists, what would you say if you arrived at the pearly gates? What would you say to him if you arrived at the gates in heaven?
If God exists, what would I say based on the life I've lived?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of silence that comes with this. Oh fuck.
Very well said. That's the end for me, man. I feel like I now know a better version of you. I'm gonna charge my phone real quick.
All right. But hey, you don't have any more questions.
Nope.
All right. So, you ready?
I think I'm ready for this. Oh my god.
Yes, Amanda asked.
No, not yet. Not yet. At the very end. Fuck.
No. When is Johnny gonna put Nico in the hot seat?
Nico's in the hot seat. All right. If you were camping in West Texas on your own personal travel, alone, and while hiking on a trail, you see a UFO 10 yards near but hanging fixed in the sky, do you A, crouch behind a bush but risk it spotting you by pulling out your camera from your bag? B, hide behind anything near and do whatever you can to be silent? C, Take in this beautiful moment and enjoy its presence, as you may be the only person alive who gets this experience. Or D, run like a bitch.
Definitely C. I don't know if I believe in that sort of extraterrestrial type shit or not.
Right.
A lot of everything I've ever heard is just sort of like conspiracy theorist, Alex Jones, Gary Smith type shit. But I don't know. I feel like being me and always trying to be present in moments and and witnessing something magical, something beautiful, or whatever it is.
Right.
I definitely would try and stay in that moment. Now, if this alien ship suddenly opened up and a fucking like a huge laser beam was coming out, then yeah, I'd run like a bitch then.
Yeah.
But if they were just sort of hovering around.
All you know so far is that it's an unidentified flying object.
Yeah. No, I would totally just be amazed by it.
Just experiencing.
Hell yeah. I feel like that's I feel like that's the right way to go about anything. But whenever it comes to something beyond beyond what we know as far as like aliens and Bigfoot and goddamn Loch Ness monster.
Right.
I wouldn't be scared. I would just be like, holy shit, and just sort of like be.
I was surprised you wouldn't go for the camera, though.
And risk it, yeah, with a flash. Shit. Yeah, like I want to get fucking anal probed. Thanks. Yeah. No thanks.
Well, the ship pulled you aboard. You wake up.
Shit.
You wake up in this white room and nothing in it but a bright light and a door. Mm-hmm. Eventually, you muster the strength to go through the door, and as you do, the next room has little cages, and you notice that Elvis, Prince, Bill Hicks, Robin Williams, and 80s Michael Jackson are uncaged and in cages. That's right, the first one was abducted and replaced. David Bowie enters the room and explains that he is an interdimensional being and is only a representation and not the real David Bowie. And you may release only one hero from the cage to take with you to stay on Earth. Who do you choose? Elvis, Prince, Bill Hicks, Robin Williams, or 80s Michael Jackson?
My heart wants to say Prince, but I feel like I would want to bring back Robin Williams. Just because...
For me?
Not for you. Definitely not for you. Just he had... I don't know, there's something with... I was able to relate with him in a way, just sort of like how he was like the funny guy, but he had a lot of sadness behind his heart.
Right. And can you imagine the next comedy tour that Robin Williams has after that?
Right.
He would be so fucking animated.
Yeah. He already is, but he would just be like, he fucking, like, his heart failed on him.
Oh, man.
Like, he had hit heart surgery.
Too much heart. Too much fucking heart.
Yeah. But no, like, because he's fucking running around the stage and he's like,
oh man,
doing all this shit. His heart went out on him. He had to get heart surgery. It's very sad.
Okay.
But.
You ready for the next question?
This is question number 2?
No, this is 3.
Oh, okay.
Because you were abducted, that was another.
I thought this was a 2-parter. It was
kind of a 2-parter.
Yeah.
But then that means I have 9, so we'll say that it was the second question.
Okay, I got you.
All right. You are out for a walk at a track by yourself, listening to your favorite podcast. A fine-ass bitch catches up with you and starts asking you questions and weirdly starts an unwarranted conversation with you. Mm-hmm. She comes off as highly intelligent, highly attractive, and very sweet. Mm-hmm. She is obviously flirting and totally into you. You walk and talk for over an hour of an in-depth conversation with nearly about everything, and finding similar perspectives on life.
Okay.
She eventually tells you that there is a living resurrection of Jesus, and his name is Rusty Nelson. And she lives in a commune just out of town and worships Rusty Nelson personally with 50 other people of the congregation. She asks you to come back with her home to meet the Messiah. What do you do?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't
go meet Rusty Nelson?
I wouldn't go.
You wouldn't go?
I absolutely wouldn't go. All it takes is one fucking default or one fuccking bad trait to
one rusty
one rusty nail to ruin it all for me.
One Rusty Nelson.
Yeah. No, I don't know if that. I'm pretty sure that is qualified for being shallow in a way, like finding one tiny thing that is like, nope, absolutely not. But
there's always something.
Yeah,
that's the truth. I mean,
yeah, no, there is always something. Man, you are really setting it up to be like a dream day for me, like. But then I was thinking, you being you, how is he gonna ruin this perfect hypothetical moment for me? No, I honestly it really just takes like one bad trait for me to like morally say like, nah, I can't do this. I can't be a part of this anymore. Not even kidding. Like if I was like back in the day, whenever I stopped doing drugs and like I was surrounded with other people who was still doing it, it was like, I can't be around you anymore because you're smoking like a little piece of grass.
Yeah.
Like for me, that was just like morally undoable, and like I couldn't do it. So yeah, maybe just with me and my morals and the things that I believe in, if there's something that I was absolutely against, I would just say no, thank you. I'd say nice meeting you, good to but I can't do this. I'd be polite about it. I absolutely would be polite about it. It's like I can't do this, but I really enjoyed our conversation. That's
can't
how
do it. It's a fake messiah.
Yeah, I can't worship your fake god.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
This one I kind of want a pretty in-depth answer on, if you can. You bought a lottery ticket on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. You literally watch the lottery balls on TV. Perfectly place your numbers in the perfect sequence. You know instantly that you've won $55 million, and you call and find out that the prize office is in Houston and they can offer it up at 8 a.m. the next day. All of it just at once. Explain in detail your entire week from the moment you saw the numbers to the following Wednesday.
I'm going full retard on this one. Explain it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just read it again.
No, like you can give it like in more simple.
You just won $55 million.
Okay.
But you haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
You know that it'll be available at 8 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is explain how your week goes. Once you see the lottery numbers at 9 p.m. into the next Wednesday.
Oh, next Wednesday. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was like 9 p.m. and then the next night or next morning was when I would.
Yeah. So the entire week, 7 days.
I have to wait before I could pick it up.
No, you get it at 8 a.m.
Okay, so
tell me how it goes.
How I would spend the money in a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to spend the money in the week. Tell me legitimately, if that was the case, what you would be doing in that week.
Oh, okay. In that first week. Okay. Very first thing I'd do is I would pay off all my debt. Okay. All my student loans, everything that has been holding me for so many damn years, because that is a fucking stress maker right there.
Oh yeah.
Once I was completely debt free and had nothing to hold on to or nothing to work for and everything like that, and I was completely set free from all of this shit, I truly would. I probably would just leave without telling anybody, and I would go to some private island off the coast, like Bora Bora, even though it's not private, but like out of the way island, and then I would just spend quality time by myself in the silence of my own self, which is something I don't feel like I ever get to. I mean, I get to do it every night whenever I go to sleep, but there's like constantly like my thoughts are just like bam, bam, bam.
And do you think that would take up the week right there?
No. I think that's just how it would start. Like, I mean, I would buy the ticket and like just leave like as soon as I got the money. Like go to the airport,
pay off debt.
Yeah, pay out. Oh, well, I could do that from my phone, so that would take 2 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Then go to the George W. Airport, buy a ticket, take off right from there, spend like maybe 3 days there.
Okay, so when you're at the airport, do you go all out on like all the food that there is in the food court and shit?
No, but I would really want to do everything I could to be treated like the not like the VIP first class, but like there's, how like they have like that lounge in the side of the airport where like you can hang out and like drink fancy drinks and
yeah.
I would want I can't remember what the name of it is, but yeah, I would want to do stuff like that.
Would you be doing this half drunk?
I don't know about that. Nah, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't get drunk, because then I wouldn't be able to remember any of the moment.
Oh, okay, that's a good answer.
But yeah, then I'd go away for a long time without telling anybody. I'd come back, and then I would probably build my dream home.
Okay.
I've always wanted to build a house, build the home that I've always seen in my head. And then I just live the rest of my days worry-free.
Nice.
That seems like the perfect life for me.
Hakuna Matata.
Exactly.
All right. I don't know what number this one is because I don't have numbers. I've just got little bullet points.
Just keep it going, man.
You ready?
Keep it going.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay. You and I are walking through a graveyard, as we do, one morning, talking and just exercising. You, for real, see an arm digging out of a grave. Looking around and judging by the sound, every grave is being evacuated by what looks to be zombies. We run, and I trip over a tree root. The zombies are now in a horde, and if you save me, you have 70% of getting bit. But if you run, you're home free, scot-free. What do you do?
Putting our friendship on the line right here with this one. No, I'd go back free.
Would you really? You don't have to.
Okay, then I won't.
Okay, just to put in the scenario, save yourself!
All right! Yeah, that's probably how it would go. No, if you gave me the okay, then I totally would go. But if you were like, save me, Nico, save me, then...
Like, save yourself. You have about 70% chance of making it if you go down.
No, I'll jokes aside. No, I'd go back for you.
Oh, man, that's
save
sweet.
you. Or I'd try to save you. I probably, knowing my fat ass, I wouldn't be able to make it in time, and you'd probably already be eaten by the time I got to you.
Oh, yeah.
So then it would just be like, oh, look, you know.
Your bitch ass is just going to trip again.
Yeah. Learn how to walk. Jeez.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Would you save me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
That's sweet.
I would definitely. I'd probably save anybody.
Wait, no, you would be the one that's like, we got to take everybody in and we got to save everybody, and then one of them be the fucking maniac and like risks everything for you guys.
No, we're looking at 70% here.
Okay.
So 70% is a chance to get bit. I'd be willing to go there, but if I think we're all gonna die, I'm gonna do what I can to save what I can.
Right.
Because saving the people who are trying to make it, that's important too. I don't believe in everybody going back,
I'm just saying there's always like that bad one in the group that could totally eats all the food and is loud as hell, attracting zombies.
If we were going through this post-apocalyptic zombie world and there was that one douchebag, I'd fucking shoot him.
Yeah.
So
you would shut that shit down.
Shut that shit down. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Brandon Ekstrom calls you up. He said that him, Chino Moreno, and Fieldy are starting a band. Heard your drumming skills, and they want you to play. The only disclaimer is that the band wears all drag all the time. Your identity completely disappears, and it's a mindless self-indulgence tribute band. Do you join?
Never. Not at all. Not
Brandon
even.
Ekstrom.
I don't care.
Chino Moreno.
That's where it would stop. I don't give a shit about Fieldy, but yeah, no, I know what you're getting at. My favorite musicians of all time ask me to join a band, but it has to be an MSI cover band. There's no way in hell I'd ever succumb to playing that god awful music.
I'd do it just for the drag.
See, I was totally for it until you mentioned MSI. Like, I don't mind, us getting dressed up, adding a little mascara, all the other, good stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that one bit. But as soon as that MSI was said, you lost me, sir. I would shake their hands and I'd say good day to you, sir.
For real?
For reals.
All right.
And I'd probably spend a little bit more time with them and be like, why are you doing this? Who has a gun to your head making you play this god-awful music?
This is a bad idea. I don't know how to tell you this. It's a bad idea.
It's a really bad idea.
Okay. Interdimensional David Bowie comes into your room in the middle of the night and he whispers seductively into your ear. He whispers, I'm having a music festival in a giant field. It's my very important project. It's my baby. I need you to plan it. I need concepts for games, bands to play, but most importantly, I need a theme. I need an immediate answer, or else you can forget about the baby.
Ah, shit. Okay, on the spot. Themes for a festival?
Yeah.
Themes for a festival.
It was fun writing this shit last night.
I bet it was. I bet it was. So wait, do I got to book the show as well?
Yeah.
I got to plan the theme.
Most of it's the theme. Like the theme, and then you got to also book what bands go with. Like, I'd start with theme first.
Ah.
But also, like, parties and, like, or not parties, but, like,
games?
Games and shit. Yeah.
Okay, well,
We're really trying to sell this one out to be badass.
Okay, well, if it's all my plans and all my themes or whatever, I came from the world of the Vans Warped Tour, so I was always a fan of how they had, like, skating rinks and, like, the half pipes and the whole, like, skate park element to it where you can skateboard and do your tricks and stuff like that before you go to a show. So, like, just something fun where you can, like, play around, be active, like skateboarding and biking, rollerblades and stuff like that. That would definitely just bring out my inner kid, because that's all I used to do when I was like 10 and 11 years old.
Yeah.
BMX and skateboard and be a skater boy. So there would be like that element to it. And then there would kind of be like the dirty, raunchy punk element to it, where like the stage was just covered in graffiti and like there was just mohawks and plaid and jean jackets and all this stuff all over the place. Just like the very underground, dirty punk rock.
Right.
And then there would probably be like the very theatrical, like the lights and like that gives you like a huge like kind of space, like, you know, where you have like just a whole bunch of different lights in different directions and colors and just sort of like very whimsical, like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Right.
But just sort of like very magical, like visuals.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff to make you go, whoa, like Pink Floyd type shit.
Yeah.
And then as far as bands that would play, probably just a whole lot of like, I'd probably just let Chino Moreno just do whatever he wanted to do. And then
Crosses this time.
Crosses, Deftones, Palms, Team Sleep.
Oh man.
And then probably it would be like, it would probably be Chino Moreno do whatever he wants, right. And then Anthony.
Does this include the Mindless Self-Indulgence tribute band?
No, you can do whatever you want, just don't do that MSI shit. No, it would be Chino Moreno from Deftones doing whatever he wanted. It'd be Anthony Green from Circus Survive doing whatever he wanted, and then, probably, I want something like the big finisher for me would be like, this is a tough one right here, because you gotta finish big.
Yeah.
Probably the Beatles.
Nice.
And we would all sing "Hey Jude" together.
Right. Interdimensional David Bowie can make that happen.
You totally could.
All right. Was there any games there? Well, I guess we had the skateboarding.
Skate park, yeah.
All right. Well, what's the overall theme?
I mean, because I'm in between like the dirty punk, raunchy shit, and then like the visual magical shit going on. So
it's a magical dirty punk
show. Hell yeah, dude.
I like that. We're gonna make this happen. Hosted by the Conversationalists podcast.
Absolutely.
You ready for the next one? One day, our unpaid intern, Christy, comes home in tears and says she killed an innocent person on purpose. Says she has also killed before and admits that her murder count is in the double digits. She says at first her cleanup was airtight, but now she is uncontrollable and her work is sloppy. A day goes by and you are still experiencing the haunting shock of what you've just heard. Officer Dewey calls and asks some probing questions. Do you lie and protect your friend, or do you fess up and walk a clean path?
See, I feel like I'm a really terrible liar.
Sure.
No. Whenever anything that involves police, and that's just because I'm a minority, so naturally I'm afraid of cops. But I begin to like shake uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Like if I'm holding a piece of paper, I'd be all, it'd be terrible.
Now,
So
polygraph test would be fucking off the charts.
yeah. There's no way I could lie or I could hide it. I'm not that good of a liar. That and what I was saying earlier about like just like my overall morals that I have. I'm sorry, Christy, unpaid intern, but I'd probably be like, yeah, she did it. That bitch is crazy.
So we're both gonna have some trouble with her when she gets back. Huh?
Definitely. But more you than me.
Oh yeah.
But no, I feel like for stuff like that, even if it was like my close, like if it was you,
right?
If it was Amanda, if it was Gary, if it was any one of our like truly close friends,
right?
I would be in such a tough spot with that because like I have my friends back more than anything,
right?
But I just know me personally, and whenever it comes to like doing that sort of stuff, like I become like a mess. Like I can't keep it together. I break easy.
When it comes down to it, they put themselves in the position.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Why are you dragging me into your shit?
Exactly. That's not a good friend in the first place.
Exactly.
To drag you into it.
You didn't think about me while you were slaughtering these people?
I would ask you to help me bury the bodies.
Okay, that's cool. I'd help you out. But then I would disappear and we would never talk again. And it was like, don't bring me into your shit, John.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
You are laying in your room watching UFC when interdimensional David Bowie crashes into your room with an unidentifiable machine. He says, Nico, we have to go back in time in 4 sessions. First, we have to discover an ancient secret that is currently debated. Hunt a dinosaur for parts for the scientist. Smoke pot with any world leader from the past. And change the outcome that results in making you rich. So the question is, or the 4 questions in this are, 1, what secret do you look for?
What secret do I look for? Was 9/11 really an inside job?
Okay, what dinosaur?
Stegosaurus.
You hunt a Stegosaurus?
No, excuse me, I wouldn't hunt a Stegosaurus. I would hunt a pterodactyl.
Hunt a pterodactyl for the scientist.
Yeah.
We still have pterodactyls.
Oh, fuck. Okay, then I would hunt...
it's like the one dinosaur.
I would hunt a Brachiosaurus.
Bronchiosaurus?
Yeah.
World leader would you smoke pot with?
World leader that I'd smoke pot with... is this including, like, presidents and prime ministers, or...
everybody who's ever existed.
Oh, okay.
We're going in a time machine. Or you're going in a time machine.
I would probably smoke pot with...
The only exception is you could also do coke with Jagger.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I definitely do coke with Jagger. That seems like a good time right there.
And what financial gain? What would you do in the past to make yourself rich now?
I would... It's a tough one. Because there's so many genius ideas that came out that you think, man, I could have made that.
Right.
I would probably invent like a trendy app or something like that.
Right.
So I wouldn't have to go back that far.
Right.
So I could probably invent like Snapchat or some shit.
I mean, you could go back to the caveman days and create an app.
Yeah, teach the cavemen how to take selfies with their, do duck face and shit like that.
Yeah.
No, I probably would invent like some trendy app nowadays, like Snapchat or Instagram or something like that. That stuff that like kids are using nowadays. Google, Apple, I guess is what somebody's saying. No, I wouldn't do anything like that. I would go with a fucking app. Don't answer my fucking questions.
All right, last one.
All right.
You are in Alex Gray's Church of Sacred Mirrors in New York. The building has finally been built. It's museum-like and very beautiful. You go to the after party downstairs, and they offer you high-quality weed, mushrooms, LSD, or DMT. Which do you take?
You know me so well, you know that I don't do any of this shit.
Exactly. But hypothetically, you're doing one.
Hypothetically, I'm doing one.
And it's the Church of Sacred Mirrors. Like, this is the artist that does all the stuff for Tool. His work is very spiritual, very amazing. You get to look at these amazing images all night.
If that were the case, then I'd do LSD.
LSD.
Yeah, I would lose myself. I would come back as someone new.
That's probably the best answer for that.
Yeah, no, I feel like, if doing weed, it would only last for a little while.
Right.
It'd probably be fun.
Right.
But it would probably only last for a little bit, then you come back, it's like, wow. And then, what was the other ones? DMT and... Mushrooms. Psilocybin, DMT. No, I probably would do something that would just sort of like... Well, I imagine mushrooms or DMT would probably do something similar, right?
Oh, here's the thing. Mushrooms are known for like more of a makes you laugh kind of thing, but also is used as like a whatchamacallit, drug that makes you see shit.
Right.
LSD is probably more in tune with trying to help you find yourself. DMT the most, but it doesn't matter where you do DMT.
Yeah.
You're off the fucking planet.
Right. I think I'd stick with my answer of LSD. I feel like that would just... I want to be, like, reborn. You know what I mean?
I think that would be a good way to... Yeah.
Definitely.
That'd be great. I would do that.
Yeah. I will put that one on our bucket list then.
Yeah.
Well, man, that was not as shocking as I thought it would be, but
was
still
a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, totally it was.
Yeah.
So I guess we can go ahead and go to these fan questions that we've got. It looks like we've got a little bit, so
we got
two questions. All right.
Okay, from Christy. Nico.
Okay.
You have been seeing a woman for a few months, and you guys have gotten intimate.
Mm-hmm.
She invites you to a party, and it turns out to be a fur party.
Mm-hmm.
And they all start having an orgy.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'd join in. No, absolutely, I would join into an orgy. Very first thing I remember thinking was whenever I first thought of this was like, I want to go to an orgy to watch an orgy, like pull up with like a lawn chair and like a bucket of pop. No, I'm being 100%. Me and my good friend Christina Walters want to do this one day. We want to bring some lawn chairs, popcorn, visors so we don't get anything on us or whatever, and just watch an orgy. Yeah. I feel like that'd be very fun. But if it's a furry
party. Yeah,
fur party, so we would get to dress up
as furries. Yes.
Okay. Then I've always been a onesie enthusiast. So I would find a bear onesie, and I would have to find some way to cover my face up because I want it to be one of those types of things where like nobody knows your identity.
What kind of furry would you be?
I'd be a bear.
A bear.
I'd be a furry, very furry bear.
What's your fursona? Like your name for your furry?
My persona. Fursona. Clever. It can't be anything close to my name, so it'd probably just be like Walter or Reginald or Gustavo or like just something completely polar opposite than Nico, which most names are really different than Nico. So
there's a koala bear on American Dad named Reginald.
Reginald, I'd go with Reginald then.
He's as cute as a button.
Awesome.
All right.
No,
the question was for you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay. So I thought it was open-ended. My bad.
Also, this is for everybody. Where do babies come from? From Jeff.
Well, Jeff, I'm sad that I'm the one that has to break it to you. Nah, man, that just shit comes from not pulling out. Wear a condom. Anyways, is that it? That's all we got?
That's literally all we have.
Okay, hey, we were very excited and we were very happy to do this live for our first live show for our 50th episode. It really means a lot to us that we're still able to do this sort of thing. When we started, this is all just supposed to be some fun shit that we wanted to do and just us to have a project together to do something, me and John. But, a lot of the input that we've got, all of the responses and all of the I mean, shit, whenever I'm at work and someone comes up to me and tells me how awesome they think our show is, that's truly like the most amazing thing that's ever happened, aside from being recognized for once being a drum god. But no, it really means a lot to us, all of the positive energy and all the positive feedback that we've gotten. I said it in the very beginning of our show, from the very first episode, we're going to keep doing this for as long as we can. And I think a lot of the positive feedback and positive responses that we get from you guys is definitely what encourages us to keep going. If nobody was watching, if nobody was listening, we would have ended this probably a while back ago.
Yeah.
But we're very grateful and we're very thankful that you guys continue to listen. And shit, so many times where John tells me how many thousands of downloads and listens and people that are, actually, watching our show or listening to our show, engaging with us. Yeah. That's truly, I try not to act like I'm like overwhelmed by it, but truly I'm just very happy and very, very excited that, people are actually giving this shit a chance and, listening to what we have to say and listening to our show. So, from the bottom of our heart and all seriousness, we thank you. We love you guys. Johnny, I don't know if you have anything that you want to say or if I covered it.
12th Street Bar. Thanks, guys, from 12th Street Bar. And, but the fans, listeners, thank you very much, obviously, for following us, for being interested. We started this project having no idea how far it would go. We didn't have a plan. We didn't have a deadline. We came up with the idea and we just did it. And I've had a lot of fun with this project, and to this day, there's no end plan. When it happens, it happens. But as long as we keep, as long as you guys are following and listening, we're gonna keep doing them. We're gonna keep going. And I appreciate you guys.
You sounded like you're about to cry.
I'm not about to cry.
You're the emotional one of the gang.
Oh, I'm the emotional one.
Yeah.
I'm the
Anyways. Anyways, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up. This was an awesome show, John. For 50th episode, definitely
been a great 50 episodes.
It's a wonderful 50th anniversary for us. We've loved each other for 50 long years now, and it's been amazing. Dude, this has been fun. I'm glad we can keep doing this.
All right.
So, thank you again for watching, and good night, goodbye, and good luck.